maybe you were wrong for the first time. And maybe I was looking for a lifeline, someone to hold on to, something I thought was truth, so tell the truth. But I can't let you go. And maybe you found someone, I'm better off alone. Something better came along, but I can't let you go. But I can't let you go. And maybe you found someone, I'm better off alone. Something better came along. Maybe I was wrong for the first time. And maybe this was all just in my mind. We'll rise and fall and start again. God knows when we'll reach the end. And every single thing might fall apart. But I can't let you go. And maybe you found someone, I'm better off alone. Something better came along, but I can't let you go. But I can't let you go. And maybe you found someone, I'm better off alone. Something better came along, but I can't let you go.
We just lost.
Good morning. All right, we have registered QCAD. I'm just going to get a default document too. The ebook was very unimpressive. There was like one or two worked examples of doing mechanical parts, and maybe that'd be something to refer to as far as how to use guidelines and layers and things. But mostly it's just walkthroughs of how to use the tools. Here's a meter. All right, so we got this, which roughly follows the angle. I'm not for sure it's exact. I might be doing some snap to points there. No, I did points. I actually wanted to make these text, so I'm making a line to points and get rid of the points. Oh, and I need to reference back to this stuff now. Actually, I've got the other one I built up. Okay, so that's one of them. Oh, that's shield load ammo. Oh. And it's a dialogue, so I can't resize the window. Fantabulous. Now the size... Oh. Right. Well, I need the property editor again. Now I guess I could place text down, 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 and then go edit it. That's background. Line type scale. Oh, that doesn't have the, no, that's the point. Oh, you just edit text there. Nice. So this is arbitrary because we're just using this as data. Also, what kind of grid is this on? Is this even on a grid? Well, let's say larger grid. It's kind of hard to tell because it's over the graphic. Okay, that's probably too big. Ooh. Hmm. That might be okay. Let's see. Oh, I wasn't watching layers. Okay, so we are in boons. Let's make current visibility. Color black, but this is white. So I guess text does its own by layer. Of course, this is black too, so is that treated as contrast? Nope, text just isn't colored. Oh, that's the wrong layer. I want this layer. So do I have to be white to be black? Well, then black on this wouldn't look good, would it? This might be a problem particular to the meter. I might be able to tell what that is. Then you can't read that in the black. That's a little too bright. It's got some contrast. Okay. So now we know that we want a 2.0. And now I need all this stuff out of the way. Okay, not shield load ammo. Oh, we have, let's see, align to grid, which I guess that would be end if it was a point. Okay, did not put one out there. Okay, so that's the actual range trait. Property editor. Demeter weapon trait. Demeter secondary trait. Oop, that's the point. Demeter rush trait. Demeter shout trait. Oh, I closed the window. Yep, and I keep thinking this is the dialogue. And cast Nova? I've been debating whether to have this one out here or not. I guess there's nothing else that is like these are basics. Of course, I also don't know if I'm going to put the actual icon back here or just kind of have the shape be reminiscent of it. All right. Now, I don't know if the Rusty's going to be on a line as much as just aiming for these. All right, I was on point alignment, right? Oh, I don't have a grid here. Okay, if we zoom in, we get a deeper grid. Yeah, that doesn't line up with what we want here. Which, now that's actually deep enough I kind of do want to have some kind of basis for this. All right, we're going to place down 3 of these. Actually, and 2 of them are going to then be on a circle, which I'm not sure will fit nicely. Because if we do this and this, then our circle is going to be kind of going over here. So maybe I actually have to aim these more towards the tips. Now, I guess for this one, we could do slightly asymmetric distancing. So you got these 2 into legendary. So if we do 4 with the intent to delete one. And the trick here that's not snapping. Or maybe it's snapping to the same grid we started on? And then it dropped back to this. Interesting. All right, and then we did, well, this gets back to what are you? Maximum chill bonus slow. Oh. I'm sure that'll be curious later. I'm not quite at that level yet. Is that Demeter? No, it's just its own thing. Maximum chill bonus slow. Maximum chill blast. All right, let's see. Along the top, we just need another 3. Which, yeah, there's no particular relationships or anything. So I guess since they're unrelated, we would space them out. I almost makes me wonder if I should move this stuff up to like here and here. Make it a little bit separate from that one. Oh, it did put pixels right on some of the points. Okay, one of the, well, fine. Oh, that would actually create some symmetry with these, which could be nice. But I need to be back to a plain old select tool. And I didn't extend my points up there. So these are all individual points. Can I define a line from 2 points? Okay, and oh, I guess this is if I make a line, it becomes a ray. I could probably change that. We have to go back to select. Nope, that's the weight. Huh. Okay, I guess you can't transform it. Well, There's probably a way to do that. I know from the manual there's a way to extend it to something else. But easier would be that. Line from 2 points, ray. Then, or I could just aim for the center of this thing. It's nice that they're lined up though. Is that free point? No, that's free placement. Points, points. Well, let's end on entity. I can't do 2 constraints, but this will let me see what would be on. That'd be center and on the line. Now, what I should really be doing here, and I should have extended that both directions and used that as a guideline, which we can reconstruct that if we need to. All right, now we can do U. Okay, point aligned. And then these never got renamed. Actually, this one didn't get renamed either. Retaliate. Now, I could move around the order of these if we feel like it later. Retaliate? Properties. Healing potency drop. Harvest boon drop. If I did extend this out, I feel like these would kind of stretch out to be right where the leaves are. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which maybe that's actually not good for line routing. All right, we're working in boons. Maybe I should put the points in a different layer. All right, so now if we do a circle, it's going to be some kind of like guideline. Which I guess actually we have a line type. Okay, that's line width. All right, we want a circle from 2 points, really. Two points in a radius. Oh. I might be able to select a point. I wonder if I can change the radius later. Oh, solution. Center left of line, center right of line. Okay, that's too small, I guess. That's way too small. Oh, now it's waiting for the second point. Okay. Huh. That's... not necessarily bad. I'm like, oh, you know what? You know what I want? Actually, I want equilateral triangle here. Can I do that? So is corners 3 a triangle? Okay. Now... Oh, I went back to circle? Interesting. But now I want a different type of circle because I have that. I want a circle from 3 points. Oh, but I put this in boons. Not that the red doesn't work, but... Wait, did I select the line or the shape? I guess it gave me 3 lines. Ow! Things you can do with this selection? Those are the things that we made it from. There was somewhere... Oh, selection. Okay, yeah, it's 3 lines. There was somewhere to move selection to layer. You have to create a new layer from. No. You can add a layer. Oh, no, wait. Layer is a property. Layer guidelines. By layer. By layer. By layer. Guess I hit cancel. Okay. That could even be lighter. Okay. And we've got... All right, we'll just play some text to fix it later. And that seems to be suggesting that it's the center point of the circle. Because it's highlighting this. All right, 0 ammo bonus trait. Instant chill kill trait. Just instant chill kill. It's a little bit overlapped there. Oh, well, don't need to go there at all. It's like okay. Of course, now I'm wondering if these lines are actually going to be parallel. We do that. We do this in guidelines. Oop. Don't continue. All right, now is angle a property of these? Angle 45. Huh. So those were actually laid out very, very nicely. All right, that's all of her stuff. Now, anything I do here is going to have exact positions for the other gods. Although I could probably go into here and like read out some angles around the circle or something. Assuming we keep this radius. And we could figure out about where they'd have to be. Also, this stuff is... Oop. All gone. Yeah, I might need to move these out to the leaves just to get some working space in here. Because, all right, so now we were going to do one layer per... This was like a temporary thing. We're going to do one layer per group of connections. So we want to be in. All right. So this was we had two basic layers at one point. So this is going to be like our basic ability build up to prereqs of stuff. Oh, and if I did do the prerequisite lines off this way, then that might get some of the thing of the actual shape of the actual leaf. Oh, you know what? Actually, yeah, this is kind of good because this one actually goes to straight to you, and then actually this is from up here is basics. All right, so basic lines. I guess we need the common line first. Parallel through point, parallel with distance. I don't have an exact distance. Maybe I can do parallel to grid point. So we really want weapon. Well, we can resize the line, but approximately. This grid's too big, I guess. Oh, it's always going to be parallel there. Okay. Now, can we move that maintaining the parallel constraint? Okay, I guess we'll just snap to grid. All right, and I might want to recolor these just to keep track of stuff. And maybe for these lines, make them a little bit thicker so they're obviously drawing. All right, so weapon, we could actually shrink that up, couldn't we? Because that's going to go down to weapon. That's on that line, that's on that line. That's not on any kind of line, is it? So I think that's roughly the line you're on. All right, so we have incoming segments. Now, point to point. These are in fact going to be horizontal lines. I guess we could trim them to the other object. Okay, that's this. Now if I did the second one to grid. Oh no, that's another line. Wait, wasn't that a? Oh, it's a limited line. It was probably length, wasn't it? Reference point start. Length. Can I measure that? I'm still drawing a line though. I guess you can like do a stack of tools. Oh, that color. Maybe we'd just say 14. That surprises me a little because I thought all this was grid aligned. That's not 14. I gotta tell you. Oh, am I selecting the background? Oh, it's doing that distance. Interesting. That's not the distance I want. I'm not sure which mode I was in. Entity to entity. Angle, polyline. Entity to point. Maybe we should need point to point. And we're on auto. Oh yeah, point to point's not going to work. We're going to have to go to, well, we should be able to go to this, but it's, okay, so that's already, those actually aren't lined up right now. Oh wait, are you not on the line? Maybe you're not on the line. Are you on the line? You're not on the line. So that line is bad. Okay. So, other problem. Guess I was in the wrong selection mode. Okay, you're slightly off 45. As I feared. How do we do that? Well, I was trying to follow the... Actually, I think it may have looked a little bit off of the art, too. Yeah, this one is... It's not on that grid, per se. Can we fix that? Oh, I'm in point move mode. Oh, that actually moved our line. So the line I made before was 45. Okay. I don't know what the length is, though. So we'd have to do something like... measure point to point. Is there a way to make... Can I make a line and then fix the angle? Oh, it's that way because of how I drew it. So it might be a little bit easier if we go this way. Now, looks like that was from the baseline here. You... Well, what's the baseline of this? Looks like the baseline of this is here. Okay, that's grid, grid. And we were like in between that. Different grid, okay. And supposedly we're drawing down to this, but not quite. All right, since this is the first point which moves the line. Well, I guess we move this one and then go extend the other one. All right, so we were coming straight through here. You were there. I want to get down to at least this. Okay, that's your point. That's your point. So actually, those may be aligned. Okay. Now, we were trying to measure. Okay, those aren't perfectly lined up, but we could basically say that's a nice 20. Now, these are not guidelines. These are going to be part of this, which means actually we do need to trim that. But trimming is actually a nice CAD operation, from what I can tell. Ooh, that's a different distance. Why is that a different distance? Maybe because it wasn't exactly on the point. That means you're not on the. That means you're not on the line. Oh, this is my old point. Which, since I've moved these, I guess I don't really need those anymore. Is that you? Okay, so I just got the point. So we no longer have the even spacing property. All right, what does that do to you? Okay, you're just gone. I don't suppose this also does WASD? No. All right, now this line. So I know this is a thing you can do. I don't remember the details of how to do it. It's like you click one way, it does one direction. Huh. Okay, that could be an interesting one. Oh, offset through point. That could have been good. Now the selection order here matters. How does this work? Do I have to select 2? Oop. And then select the direction we want to keep. Okay. Now, other than trying to get, like, close with an epsilon, I think I'm going to need to tag these lines as to which ones they're connected to. Oh, I still got some lines to do, don't I? Now, this is not the exact same distance right now. But I think I could do a trim to point. Well, is that the point, though? I might want to do these the other way. Because I can definitely trim to that. That's an intersection, but this thing should be at the intersection. Really? There we go. All right, so you and you. Trim, keep this. Oh, I guess selection order matters. Okay. So if we do reference thing to trim. Okay, so other way around. Thing to trim, reference. No? Okay. Reference, thing to trim. Does it matter which side of the line I click on initially? Oh, lengthen, shorten. Is that automatic? Oh, that undid the creation of it. It must be to some reference point. Let's say modify. There's an auto trim somewhere. I don't see anything else with the arrows on it. Oh, next to limiting entities. Okay. Choose the limiting entity. Limiting entity. Oh, wait. Maybe this is select tool first, so I was getting confused by the selection, but it didn't work before. So do this. Choose the limiting entity. Oh, maybe it doesn't highlight. Okay. That worked better. Oh, maybe I could have done all these at once. Nope, nope. Limiting entity, keep that. Where did you come from? Did I auto-duplicate something? Actually, having these lined up would have been nice. The problem is if these line up, then that would not express the intent very well. It's just going to end up being an awkward line, I guess. Oh, except you're going to be a different layer because you're a different group. Your prereq is actually Demeter ranged trait. But it's saying I'm going to have to tag attributes on the others of these. I'm going to do that in there too. And then this. Where was... Oh. Properties. We just doubled it. All right, so do. Oh, we actually are gonna need more of this circle, aren't we? Are you? Oh, yeah, you are a point. All right, we want. I guess that one will work. Okay, it's parallel, so it has to be exactly relative to there. Except this ended up in there. This is going to be a new group, actually. This is... Now we need names for all of these things. Does that duplicate the contents or the layer? That looks like it duplicates the contents. And then you... Ooh. Oh, I guess Okay, we are in this layer and we started making copies. All right, so we need everything. Wasn't there a modify? Oh, is this to... Oh, by amount. Okay. Now, I probably could arrange to cut this off exactly where I want. So if we do this, so it is, okay. Get no selection. If we do this, we would do the limiting entity and then the limited entity. And then we do this. We do limiting entity and limited entity. We are going to want separate line segments for those. So we have horizontal, reference point end. Looks like that is the right distance. All right, that's all going to get used for Duo Boon stuff. Oh, you ended up in the wrong layer, it looks like. You're not a guideline. You're not a guideline. Can you not move layers up and down? We could do parents. All right, so we think that's basically done. I think that's done for now. We think that's done for now. We need to add, actually this is definitely going to be 3 groups, isn't it? And I don't like the fact we're going to have collisions here. Following nice circles, so I guess if this whole thing moved out farther. That might do like tips of leaves. All right, so this little system, well, shoot. If that little system was a subgroup, would that affect anything? I mean, the boons being in their own layer is mainly just organizational. So I don't know if you can like move a layer. Maybe you can select a layer. All right, what do we need? I need, huh. I actually need a 6-way symmetry here. But surely, so relative angles, orthogonal, tangent. That's lines. We can make a new shape for that. This is defining circles, not defining points on circles. Oh wait, is that a selection tool technically? I think these are fixed to 4 points. Perpendicular, center, middle. So I can do the middles of these lines and use that to... So I guess I would add points here to use as references. So we can do a line parallel. We have to define some guidelines and then use that to define the lines. Or I guess I could use this as a limiter to extend that, and then I would have an endpoint I could put there. These are all going to be points. Oh no, that's free. Okay. Why? Okay. Why can't I select you? Oh, because it's locked? On entity? Was I snapping to the points here, not to the actual boons? Also, did I not? I see one there. I didn't get one of my midpoints. Oh, nope, that's a boon. Okay. Okay. We still have this one. We lost one of the other ones. Wait, snap to midpoint. Okay, well, this all went bad when we started locking things, so. Or do we have to... What the heck? Point? We did this once. Oh, no, it's distance. Middle. Now, do we have an actual point there? Or is, okay, we have an actual point there. All right, line. 2 points. Guideline. And now I can do reference. Okay, fine. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I guess I still got intersection, but... Now, let's see. Limiting entity? Limited entity. Oh, it's actually... all right. We have to back up. We have to select here as the limiting entity, and then... Oop. No, we backed too far up. Limit here, there. Limit here, there. So I think we do an arc by making a circle. And then we like slice off sections of it. Center radius. I mean, we're basically duplicating this circle. Can we just take this one, copy. We actually need 3 of these, don't we? So we have maximums. We have max chill ammo. Oop. We have... Oh, they're both max chill. We have blast ammo. Oh, these are just alphabetical. Okay. We have slow ammo, which I didn't do properties on again. Okay, so we want that looks to me like it did duplicating guidelines. Circle 1, okay. So we have to go back to here. We have to define a new circle. That's in roughly the same place. We have to... Do I have the... I guess I could use this line as a cutoff. That would be a kind of trim. Limiting entity. Oop, nope, that was... So do I lock guidelines to keep that from happening? And see, now I'm worried that I'm just deleting my guideline and I can't see it. Okay, so it's still there. Limiting entity, limited entity. Okay, that one worked. All right, and we need one of these for you. Which is make a new circle. Trim it from here to here. Trim. Can I not select it because it's off now? Trim from here to here. Did I delete my guideline circle? No. Oh, no, I missed it working, okay. Maybe because we've got all this stuff over here. Okay, now, we have blast ammo. This kind of circle. These have key combos, don't they? I don't have selection modes for this. Why is that so fidgety? I guess we got so much stuff layered there. Edit layer. All right, so we are here. We need a line. We need maximums. That's probably going to be too many intersections. If I went out to the tips, well, save that. Maybe do a... if I save as... I'm just going to change our current file name. All right, so this might be a selection hazard. This is actually going to move like all of this stuff. I guess since these are associated with the inner properties, well, this is kind of an in-between. But I might have to keep it a little bit farther in to avoid these collisions. What I can do is I could set up, well, once I find the right selection, I could set up a move by an exact distance. Of roughly 19, maybe 20 would be a nicer number. Oh, I could set up the guideline out there. Let's see, I don't want this to be I want the same angle. This would actually be kind of a duplicate this and move by 20. Guidelines are locked. This puts me into here. Scale. Oh, 2 current layer. Flip. Oh, snap distance. Yeah. Snap distance. What if we did a movement guideline? Oops. I don't have a place by... I don't have a place by end. So I could get that up and then kind of fix up the... Well, this is 5, right? So I just have to kind of move this. All right, so I've got a guideline now. We'd want to be moving some of these guidelines. Okay, that's not what we want. We need to lose you. Oop. We don't mind you. We do want you. That line will kind of take over for this line. These we're going to have to fix later. And actually, we do note this is just going to be an offset. So number, polyline clipping. Oh. That's not what I thought it was. Scale, mirror, rotate. Move and rotate. Rotate 2. Okay, so just okay, so that was the reference point, actually. So we want to take that as the reference point. And, okay, so if I pre-build myself a reference point. Oh, we did something already. And I see you're by center. I need you by this. Not you, not you. Not you. Want the text, delete the line later. That line was good. I've still got this line too. This line is going to be our reference point. Oop. I tried to scroll the screen. I undid the creation of the line. Okay, clipboard. I don't suppose the command line has any way to... It's saying what the commands are. It's not like saying, there's not like saying, and here's the list of objects you selected. A selection viewer would be nice, though. A selection filter. Oh, we could do some adds and subtracts by sweeping. I could put things in. Could I put this in a different layer and lock it? Well, that one shouldn't be hard to work with. It's just kind of in the way. I want to fix these later. Oop, I need this. Oop. Actually, we don't want that. We didn't want this. This was sort of pre-made. Now, if I try to scroll with arrows, I move the thing, which I don't want to do. So this didn't even go all the way out. We don't really necessarily need that line anymore. All right, so if I leave this line in here, then they don't intersect. If I move it out to wherever the new midpoint is, then they do intersect. Oh, this one needs to move too. And then these are going to have to move. Maybe I want to move that one for. Well, that's not relevant to these. Oh, and you're gonna offset up. We're doing. No, we're doing. Yeah, line. Relative to. Why am I not seeing a preview? Okay, what? That's. Oh, because it's axis aligned and it's just very hard to see there. Okay. Are you included or not? I'd say, okay, now you're not included. We want, well, we can give this a shot. I don't know what I just did. From there to there. Delete original. Don't make a copy. Okay, we didn't have what we selected. What we thought we had selected. Let's do that. from there to there. And I messed around and lost the text again. From there to there. All right. I think we're done with that. I think we're done with that and that. And then we got a bunch of points here that we don't need anymore. No selection. Oh, so that point must have got... Those points must have got moved. Point 1. All right, I can probably get you to there. Oop. I guess I just shouldn't use keyboard navigation. Oh. That likewise means these lines should be the other way. All right, so what I really want to do is make the new lines. And then we can use that to move our base. Were these also 20s? Looks like it's probably a 20. And we don't have a center here. Or you RM? All right, I had this selected. So if it is, then we select the limiting entity and the thing to move, and we select the limiting entity and the thing to, okay. So right out of that mode. Limiting entity and the part we want to keep, or not. Limiting entity, part we want to keep. Okay. That's right, we're working on guidelines right now. I need to do some setup for the other gods, although we don't have the exact locations where they're going to end up. Got a little bit across there. Let's see. Use a reference line for this, I guess. You never had a reference line for that one? That was our movement line. So we locked that. Maybe you have to be in guidelines to select that? Oh, we haven't tagged any of these. Hmm. So this might be enough to do a basic attempt to, well, tag things into a basic import of Demeter, and then we have to go back and figure out how to do duos. All right, so this line, I did the other things I was testing with. Oh, lines are gonna maybe need 2 IDs now. There's gonna be like a group, which I don't even care what the group name is, it just has to be unique. So that we know when we light up one, we light up others. Actually, did I have something I was importing for this? Hey, you're the help window, okay. Yeah, we did ID from tag. All right, I need more water. I'll be back in a little bit. For science. But you can't really drag yourself, unfortunately. Now, this could be this. Now, I could maybe see this being more interesting in multiplayer, where you could drag it farther. But yeah, they seem to have caught. Oh, you know what? I can do that. I can beacon this, but I think I actually may have lost track of leaving my beacons as I was just trying to move forward. Oh, that is a definite bug.
Try not to die, though. You know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm happy that they
No,
changed it so that it's not.
I was up at the roof last time. I don't know what I did.
Whee! Oh god.
Go there. And we could probably fly down there. Yep. I'm bumping my head against the ceiling so it counts me as walking. Alright. Oh, actually, that's all I can take. Probably should have made more space for that.
So wait, on the debug side, like on the development side, is there coordinates for you guys?
Coordinates?
Like X, Y, and Z.
Coordinates. I know of nothing like that.
Because the game has to know somehow. So
yeah, well,
I mean,
we've definitely seen. Okay, so I did not have any real precedent for how I was doing that. So that one depends on that property. That one depends on... Actually, technically, both of these depend on this. That was one thing about diagrams, is you actually had like source and target nodes. This is rush. And that's like an extra special one. Well, it's not. It doesn't follow a standard pattern. All right, and these are just going to be lit up if anything in this layer is lit up. Oh, I need to divide the segments here. I guess I'm still getting the full circle. Okay, well that hid that, so. Okay, and then the defining point of that circle. There has to be some way to do that, right? Is that the right tool? I guess, if I had the right, maybe I could have done a circle that I divided and then changed layers. Split entities, I don't think so. It's limited by its intersecting entities. Two user-defined points. So we could do that. This might be, so if we get you, oh, I don't want to remove. Oh no, this is like remove space between. Where's divide? Divide. Set the dividing point using the mouse. Okay. So I can probably just snapped there. Nope, still together. Undo text. I'm seeing some dotted lines here. I don't like that. I'm selected this. You know what? Just get out of here. I don't want to look at you. Okay, that worked. All right, so now you, actually you and you, depend on maximum chill blast. And you depend on maximum chill bonus slow. And then the meter by herself is pretty simple. It's the duo routing could get interesting. All right, so I'm actually going to do a little name swap here. So we've got our pre-move close one. This is our working Demeter. All right, so we want to swap that over from our CAD. And we're going to have to get a more general version of this. We're going to maybe have to know who we're loading. Maybe there's some way I could tag which god in the actual file. You just load a bunch of files, but... Okay. Link equals nothing? Was I calling it link? Layout. Oh, I did have a place for it. Okay. I was doing, yeah, group and link. Which, extract ID. Oh, maybe I wasn't pulling out the text link or boon. No, link just Demeter rush trait. Oh, I was just dropping the trait name. We're not really distinguishing that. Okay, so that's set up. So the placements, I might actually be able to use these now. Layout equals layout. Layout. And we want to stop doing that. Oh, we didn't call it layout though. Okay, scale is different, and it looks like maybe we have a different Y mirroring. we said layout equals layout. Did the XML do any scaling? Right, no, we've just been using this raw so far. So this has to be somewhere, is this boon chart? Okay, so that's the flip. We did 5,000. And then we did maybe we don't want the 0.5 offset because you were 0 based and this is like 0 center based. Also, it looks like Ravenous Will did not get placed properly. Actually, where the heck? Oh, that's this one. So yeah, we typoed that. Zero M is bonus ammo trait. Yeah. It should be 0 ammo bonus trait. Sometimes I think I should work directly on here. Maybe need to save public every once in a while. Oh, Hades boons. I mean, I guess I work directly on like style CSS. All right, so that. Now, I guess maybe I wasn't paying full attention to how this sat alignment. I was cutting on the graphic to that for a certain extent. And this one does sit a little bit low. Excuse me, son, can I help you? Oh. Okay, that was just visibility. No, yeah, we didn't have anything there. It's array. So I guess what I need to do to move on now is to actually start looking at some of the lines. And, well, let's come through as an arc versus a line. So we'll have to deal with that. And maybe we'll end up using some polylines. I'll have to deal with that. All right, so that's another update. Run an array in there. The way I spaced these out, it almost would make more sense to have this one down here Or we move it back down here and just kind of have the whole thing offset a little bit, because that would make it a centered excursion. Now these lines might just be too plain too tight. Although this is pretty close. Well, if I shrink these down, I have more space for stuff like this. If I shrink these in as we zoom in. We've got a zoom factor in the drawing itself. That makes this not as nice of a number, probably. Now, I guess I could also try to set the CAD drawing to an exact amount, but that, I mean, we might want to rescale this entire thing anyway. Yeah, so that's out there. Now, okay, so we're not, Duro. Layout duo boons. Layout duo boon. So is the shape the thing that does the size? Or is this only the lines? It's the icon point. Most of this is dealing with the icon points. Icon equals trait.icon. Icon point. Image. Okay, so let's do a quick check here. Oh, yep, that's that. You don't have any global information though. How far down is this? Oh, you're fairly top. Oh, you deal with all the scale. Okay, so we have a zoom, which, like here, oop, I guess I haven't saved yet. So this size, okay, so we're using 0.08 here and 0.02 there. So we probably want like between that range based on a zoom between 0.15 and 1-ish. So we have 0.08 equals well, where zoom is 0.15 to 1.0-ish. So that means we want 0.02 at 1.0 and this at 0.15. So this is more of a division? It's like your time's 0.02, but and you're like 0.5? Okay, so if we do this as a division, you're like divided by 50. And you're divided by 2? I'm not thinking about this right. Maybe this needs to be divided by scale. So that would be 0.02 divided by 1. And this would be that's a little harder to think about. So we divide it by a small number, and we get a small number. That'll be a very large number? So is that just inverse? It feels weird that the smaller number... Well, I guess 1, 2 is larger than 2. Oh, actually, these don't need to scale, though. Oh, yeah, so that doesn't work? Okay, and our zooming is all screwed up, probably because these ended up too large. All right, so that would be 0.112 at scale 1. Okay, still... Right, we start off with a small number, which divided by that actually makes it larger. It gets smaller, so kind of the right idea, just completely the wrong numbers. Huh. So that was our number. Divide by our initial scale. We'd expect to get around this. Oh, maybe you are? Because that was the scale at 1... Well, no. Yeah, scale at 1.0. Okay, making it a little bit bigger. Oh, and we're having graphic issues again. I thought rescaling everything would fix that. Yeah, so actually that kind of gives me constant size images. Just when you zoom way out, it's a little bit much. So either I need to put a... Maybe that's just a maximum. It's either a maximum or like a non-linear scale. But it fixes this. Maybe a maximum and a minimum. Might be good for you too, but... Then, well, I guess that was like 1/4. So 1, 5, like 2, 5. No. No. Well, no. Okay, those definitely have to have limits then. Maybe a little bit of adjustment or something. Oop. Too many zeros. Yeah, so probably we just limit you to 0.02. No. That is, so that's, we want to set a minimum size, which is actually a maximum operation. Let me make a helper for that. Oh. The smaller of the two numbers. No, actually, we want the larger of the two numbers. See if we pipeline that. Could we pipeline that? It's float, so it'll work. I just don't know if it'll be great. Okay. I probably need an at most for these two. That's for a certain point. They're just a mess. And at that point, we just want like a clamped scaling. And this is going to be relative to zoom. So we have a value, we have our zoom factor, we have a min and a max. How would you want to specify that? We want to say our scale factor. If we call it a scale factor and not a number, then we could actually pull in the scale operation from the library. We're going to do a relative to zoom. Yeah, just a lot of arguments. Maybe the real operation we want is just like clamp. Well, it's still two numbers. Take a number, clamp it to or maybe we call this lower upper. Then we still have our math here, but we can instead we say clamp this to 0.2 to 0.08. So it doesn't go crazy, but as we zoom in, it does get out of our way a little bit. And these could maybe use some of that. Clamp, let's see, 0.02. Okay, so that's to you. I guess we need another one for the scale operation. All right. Undo everything, it all went sideways. Oh my gosh, it's still sideways. All right, so this is taking over this thing. And then this is where we have clamp. Okay, I need to have you active in a different range, I guess. It's like you're active up here. I'm not seeing those rescale at all. Or maybe I reloaded too soon? Oh, actually, that did a little bit. Oh. Maybe you are not, and you just kind of happen to be in about the right place. I think you're aligned. Shield load ammo to meter range trait. I deleted any guideline I had here, didn't I? We know most of these are on a angle. I guess that is the angle between two lines. So I'd actually have to have a line. Okay. Oh, I turned you off. Oh, and I locked you, so I can't even add things to this. Okay, we've got an extra point down here. Is that what I selected to... That's the text. Oh, is this one of my lines? Point. Line 7. So that might in fact be off. Oh, does text not have points? I had an endpoint there. All right, well, you guys have some other stuff. I guess I shouldn't have deleted my points. $225 because I went the other way. Okay, so that's 45. I guess I can't do my equidistant thing anymore. Could I do... Oop. Okay, I can't trim to text. Unless because I have something selected. Yeah. Okay, reference. Intersection. 45 degrees. All right, so my reference for this is a JSON file. Why is that one off? Is the position, is it writing points that aren't perfectly aligned because it's like doing some adjustments for the text size? $61.8. Okay, they're both equal. Well, it's keeping that, so it's not like a left-right skew for that. Or is the real issue here that something in the drawing system is saying, okay, those are equal coordinates. I mean, this is actually perfectly on the zero diagonal. So why do you look off? Okay, we need to determine whether this is being placed there or not. So the automatic placement system, well, I guess I take all the ones that got, I shift the drawing again. We ended up at what, 1800? Okay. It is being placed by data. Why does it look off? Wait. It's exporting different values. What the heck? All right. Oh, I was still looking for points. No, I switched to text. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten anything. Yeah, text entity, placement, point base 10. What the heck are you doing to me here? Oop. Okay, so this is like the bonus attribute. Okay, it's a text. Da, 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 da. It's in the layer boons. 10, 20, 30 is absolute garbage. Is it like lined on upper corner? No, it's not upper corner. On lower corner, maybe? So actually, getting the lines in would help with this a bit, because I would be able to tell what the heck point we're aligned to. Yes, assuming the lines are useful. Actually, there's a text style. Oh. So actually, I want the 1 point. What the heck does DXF have to say about that? First alignment point. Second alignment point optional. 72 or 73 group is non-zero. If the justification is anything other than baseline left. So standard CAD apparently was baseline left for text. So if I changed my alignment, I probably won't have to worry about that. The standard alignment is there, which we could work with. But we can also just pull the different numbers. Now, boon chart. We had thrown an offset in here, trying to figure out what was going on. Oh, and you opened something else. That looks nicer. Maybe I'd drop the text below a certain scale too. There's certainly going to be a point where it's unreadable. Probably have to pass the zoom down. Yeah, I have a feeling my lines are going to be too close to read here. We're kind of get the blurry versus sharp thing going on again. If we did drop text, I could, well, I don't know how representative this is of the bounds for the graphic. You see, this has a pretty wide bounds where things could potentially be. I guess this automatically shuts off text at a certain point. Okay, well, when we know for sure, try and draw some lines. So we have connectors in there. I forget how I laid them out. We have a group and a link and just an A and a B. Hopefully I don't have to go back and be careful about the direction of A and B. I mean, I was kind of using it for layout convenience. So I can really just loop these and do lines, I guess. Okay, so we're saying get placement of this trait. The links. Yeah, we're going to have to do some group association at some point for dependencies, but Okay, and I was converting this to a set of objects, which we then draw. So we're going to need, well, duo boons, display boon trait. Okay, you have the icon point, you have endpoint A and endpoint B. We did duo boon, basic boons. Oh, these only had a single point. So I kind of jammed them into that system. The lines are going to be a lot more complex. Now, I guess if I tried to get their linked connector into this system, and then we just draw the miscellaneous lines. Now, right now, I just want to draw the miscellaneous lines. So right now we have display boon trait. Just text image. We've already got the points on there. Display boon connector. Oh, we do have, But this is from the boon thing. Okay, so we did this, and then we did this. So we could turn connectors into these things with, once again, some dummy fields, and we should probably need to fix that. You do have the capability to do lines. So basic boons, we'd have like, okay, so layout basic boons. You are doing a thing for each boon. Who's picking? That's the entire layout. That's the entire layout. Oh, we're saying in the layout, get the placement for this thing. And any one of these points could actually have multiple linked lines, so it's not like I can just do one line for it. This is going over the list of traits, though. Right now, we just need to go over the layout. Of course, that's laying out boons, so... Yeah, see, I kind of here. Basic connectors. I might need that. Not sure. And this is what we've got to draw lines with for the moment. It's just going to be a little bit more like this. So the God Center, I said it's going to be where our positions are relative for in the layout. Get the basic boons. This was for the default positions of things, which isn't going to be relevant in layout. That is also for the circle layout. That's... I might need to centralize this somewhere. So we're going to need something like layout.connectors. I don't need an index here because we're not trying to do the ring layout. And a con has an A, B, and traits we're not going to use just yet. Can I just say A and B are going to be points? Well, no, I have to decompose A, B this way, I think. And then a thing that, well, then the thing that took a point actually would be kind of handy. So that gave you a point. We did some stuff to it. Well, I guess that would be, we probably got like a geometry.scale. And those are uniform now. Okay, so we're taking that. We are taking, right, into an abstract structure, which we're thinking maybe we could... Maybe we could do something with. Oh. Well, that's a maybe, so... But it's actually going to try to... No, we're not going to do that. So these are... These are all garbage right now. Except these are not just end A. And then that actually takes care of the line drawing. These are add. And we were scaling before. Are we syntactically correct? Well, no, we probably don't have our parenthesis on this function yet. At minimum. Oh, I need to know which god you're... I knew that? Because this one was going through a list of traits. And we got the data, which I guess maybe we had that just for the centers. Layout basic boons of, this went through all of the traits, which was a list of gods. And right now we've been associating it purely by just the trait IDs. So right now I don't know where to put these lines relative to. Our layout was a generic thing. We only had the information from the one file. I could leave room to go through and tag all of that stuff. They're already in particular groups based on just we need to have different groups to say what the highlight sets are going to be. We could do some more data analysis and figure something out, but at a line level, how do we know what God you're with? Now, we can cheese this for the time being, because I think I enumerated these. Connections. Oh, what did I call this? Yeah, connection. Oh, because it was display boon connector. So this is still kind of laying out connectors. Oh, right here. A record, or just want two fields right now. List connection. A connection has an AB. Can I not do this with lambdas? Two arguments. Oh. Pfft. Okay, I don't know where my lines went. Oh, we haven't called it yet. Pfft. Duh. I don't have to reference this twice. Layout basic connectors. You need metrics. You need the layout. Was that it? And you gave me a list again? Okay, so we picked up all of the guideline ones. We don't. Oh, and we don't have a way to do. We did them all as lines. This makes me a little bit curious. Oh, I guess these got turned into... It should have been aligned to here, though. Oh, that's the triangle. Maybe I'm not even parsing the archetype. Yeah, and that's a guideline. I'm gonna need some signaling for that. It could be, we could go by the line style, we could go by the layer name. We need a way to pull in arc segments, and I don't know if the way I was describing them before is suitable to what we can read from the file. What can we say? I don't know if I have a way to filter right now. I guess I could and then layer to check for guideline. Okay, that's only for the... It's only... Oh no, there's repeats. Okay. So can we do... Oh. Do I have an enum here? I need a user fall through if not. Nope. That causes a... So we have to do some sort of like... We have to have a way for that to fail. Now since we are pulling out layer, we could... That's on an individual basis. Nope, that's placements. We need connections. So I probably need to do something in the parser that would make this more practical, or figure out a way to... Well, you have to be kind of a leaky list then. It has to take not all lines. You are a list of, we call this connection. The thing we care about... Oh... Well, it's a filter, yes. It's just a test. And this is... group. Oop. Wrong unequal operator. Right, we're mapping at the decoder level. Yeah, so entities returns that. That is the parser for an individual thing. Let's T6 result error. That's the decoder type. Oh, because you're an incomplete function. Oh, no. Map. There we go. Okay. And yes, these are way too close. But if we get our arc segments in here, which that would be a kind of connection, I have to keep track of the type. Now, this might have to be like a one of or something. And I might need to do something other than filter by that. Huh. Might need a way to look at all entities. We do want to handle the arcs perhaps a little bit differently. Okay, yep, it's an arc. It's got a 10, 20, 30. There's the link. And probably a 40 for radius, center and radius. We don't need points. Maybe it's like degrees. Thickness, center point, radius. Okay, so start angle and end angle. I think all my art stuff has been point to point so far, so I'm going to have to calculate those points. So right now all the geometry is in the Boon chart. The stuff reading straight from the file is angle to angle. Even though point to point would sort of work better with our data stuff. Let's see. So for the ones that were... For the stuff that's actually in the chart... all right, so this is going to be some significant development. We have a center, and then with 3 points, we with 2 points, we have kind of an implicit radius. But this is right now an internal thing. Line format is still a thing. Colors are still a thing. It's kind of done. All right, so we need to import arcs from DXF. We need to figure out duo boon connections, which is going to be both data entry and like figuring out how to connect those things on the other end. We need to associate DXF groups with prereqs. We need to associate lines with boons, the direct lines with boons. And those direct ones might actually be ones that we don't display right off. I might actually do some additional tagging. Like this one, you could show these little short lines. We might treat as like implicitly just this range of things, although this one is a little bit offset. So I might actually want to extend these a little bit to have coverage that way. If we leave all these lines, because in some of the other charts, we're going to get lots of crossing on these. And these lines could probably use some line formatting. Zoom relative size. Font display when small, or text display. The other thing I'm noticing is that without something out here, the shape of this feels a little bit off. So we might need some specific adjustments for this. That could be an argument for bringing this up. This is going to intersect the circle, so I might want to realign that up. I guess that one would have to follow. And maybe move this whole thing down so it has the wider point there. So we've got both our work versions, and the close probably is a passing thing. Right, put this temporary line here. I want to say discard that because I don't know if I want separate lines and well, that's really just it. At some point, we're going to have to start treating these as actual data. Probably should just start editing the ones in public. It's definitely not final, but it might be getting towards real things. All right, and that's it for today. Let's see. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I do have something today. I really do need to get going. Maybe I'll feel like it tonight, maybe I won't. I will see. But that is when I'm usually on. So sometimes I feel like doing stuff in the night. Sometimes it's game. I'm doing okay so far. But thanks for watching. Thanks for support from subscribers. Let's see. We just did you. Not sure what that is. They might be doing like coding exercises. Oop. If you're looking for someplace cool to hang out, or maybe they're developing coding exercises. The Weekend Project is doing some kind of exercise thing. If you're looking for someplace cool to hang out, that's someplace cool to hang out. Thanks for hanging out with me. Goodbye and until next time.